Hey there everybody, my name is Travis Loves Gaming and welcome to Disturbed. It's a game that was on Steam and it looked really good and really scary, and as we know I'm awful at horror games and I'm really awful at life, and so I really wanted to play this game because it's about a guy that struggles at being awful at life just like me. So, let's get started. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. For some time the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you? You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops, go in the house, go in the shed. Let's go in the shed. You attempt to open the shed door, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. Oh, okay. Go to the crops. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Follow the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off to the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Go into the cave. There's a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there is a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. I don't know if you have a light, but go on it. Before you take a next step, the large bear emerges from the darkness. You realize that you have made a terrible mistake even thinking that something helpful can be made in here. I'm gonna run away. The moment you turn to run, the bear roars with a deep growl, shaking the loose stones about the cave. All you can think about is making it back home in one piece. Well, you make it to the trail, then the bear catches up to you, tackling you to the ground. You scream in pain as the bear rips you apart. Your adventure ends here. A+. Let's see. Let's go into the house this time. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Oh, read in your journal, I have to know. Dear Journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Bethany is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with one cow. ... Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment, well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. No one will ever get into my stuff again. Dear Journal, I woke one night to a foul smell I have never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching about the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip into the city to see what this is about. Open chest. You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. You lay in your bed and fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chants, but you can't make anything of it. An image appears before you, a stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your vision grows into more detail. You reach toward the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, a clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothing and skin start to flake away like dust in the wind. The particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. You feel pain you have never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. Your adventure ends here. Nice. Good face. 10 out of 10 face. Oh, I haven't saved, I guess. Let's see. Q to save. I'll save. I'm gonna read the journal. But I'm gonna skip it. Yes. Open the chest. Okay, go back outside. And then save. Click. Click. Yeah. Well, the shed is locked and I don't know where the key is. So we're gonna go to the crops, and this time we're gonna go into the pen. Oh good, a toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Grab a mushroom. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores sprays from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Slowly, your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. You die eventually after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. Okay, so I think that this game is about dying as much as possible, so that's what I'm going to try and do. I feel like there's one way to survive and 10 million ways to die, so I want to just see it. I want to find every way to die. Let's inspect the water. You inspect the water looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Leave the pen. Okay. Follow the path. Oh, you can't get me this time. Continue down the path. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Inspect the wagon. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the seam. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow from what you recall. Maybe he's home? Move back the shack. You walk toward the structure and knock on the door. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the rag and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. Okay. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently there's a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned nobody has been able to catch any of them from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick, but what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple weeks have really been rough for me. My trading business has gone under and I've lost everything I own. This has pushed me to the extremes, but that can't be helped now. I'm leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying and there's nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got trails running down your spine. Oh, that wasn't a... Let's open the trapdoor. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel downward. Oh my god. Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there's a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in this awful place. You tremble as you try to form words with your mouth. You there! Let me out of here! And the pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. You. What, you got locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. Okay, sure, kill me. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. As her arms become free, she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns toward you. I'll now do you a favor. What seemed to be the face of the helpless woman disappears as a horrible image manifests itself before you. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands lock onto your arms. Energy flees from your body and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It is unfortunate that your journey ends here. Oh man. This is just a game of killing yourself over and over. I love the art. I mean, I know it's super simple, but I really, really love the art. I want to go down there, and then I want to leave. So I want to see if anything helps, if anything changes. I will not. No, don't go. With nothing else to interact with, you make your way up the stairs. As you exit, you can hear the woman laugh behind you. The voice causes the shack to shake. You leave the shack as fast as you could. You leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel like you should take a moment to rest. Okay, we'll take a moment to rest. Quick save. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Let's pick up the grass. Of course it does. As you pick at the grass blades in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs. You turn around and see a large, angry face looking back at you. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or screams escape your tongue as the tightening grip of the roots squeeze what air is left out of your body. Your adventure ends here. It's so fucking weird. Oh no. Quick load. Yeah. Cool. Take a nap instead. You close your eyes and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Oh, it's me in bed. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then comes over you and you realize who it is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Well, I'm left-handed, so we're gonna go left. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there's some sort of trail that leads through the grass up toward a nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably never would have noticed. Which way do you go? Oh man, there's so many choices in this game. Follow the trail in the grass. Following the subtle trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a grave. Inspect the grave. You approach the grave. You look at the sword with intrigue. Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before the apparition. The sword, may I have it? The blade is cursed. I'm bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool, only something of a pure essence can free me. A rare hope like a flower found in darkness. I'm gonna grab the sword anyway. You reach for the sword. Before you can lay a finger on it, the spirit grabs your arm. Oh. Oh, man. Okay. We're making progress on all of these deaths. This is what I wanted. Quick load. Yep. We're gonna go left. We're gonna go back to the sword. Oops. We're gonna go back to the sword. We're gonna inspect the grave. Why does he want the sword? You listen to the spectre and leave the sword. The figure fades out of view. Oh, okay. Continue on. You pause to see that there's a lake nearby. The trail continues on to your right. Inspect the lake. You step near the lake and look down into it. Resting underwater is an orb of some sort sitting at the bottom of the lake. There's something strange about it, as if it were calling out to you. Dive on in. Dive on in. You close your eyes and jump into the lake. You open your eyes to see the stone sitting before you. You start to make your way towards it. A large fish comes into view and quickly notices you with its mouth stretched open. You try to leap for the surface, but the fish catches up to you. You quickly find yourself helpless before the creature. You close your eyes as the giant fish rips your body apart with its teeth. You die in a very painful way. Your adventure ends here. The faint trail comes to an end. There's a collection of stone pillars down the hill. Beyond the hill is a large field of grass. Oh man, You stand before the large stones, arranged in the shape of a circle. In the center is a stone with what appears to be some sort of hole or slot. Ah, that's where the thing goes. You can't do anything, so you head back. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave this here. We'll pick this up in another episode. I'm liking this. I mean, it's simple. It's a simplistic art style, but really cute at the same time. I like the sound effects. I really like the story so far. It's about a guy just trying to survive, and I'm just trying to kill him as much as possible, because honestly, that's the point of a game like this, is if there are many deaths, why not find all of them? So, thank you so much for watching. If you want to play this, it's free. It's in Steam. It's called Disturbed. I just burped. There's links to some stuff below. My music, other stuff. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. Do whatever you want to do. I'm Travis Loves Gaming. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.